What up? This your boy LJ Brown.
And there's no nickname Corey.
And you know this your boy D.R.E.
And this is the Kickback, man. You already know we live and direct with y'all every Saturday morning.
Right back at
6 a.m., man. What's up,
right
fellas?
back at you.
What's up, man? We back.
It feel good, man. I feel
Rainy
like we ain't
day,
been here
but
so
it- but
long,
it's
man.
good.
Like I feel like, man, I miss y'all, man.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. I got a little joy in
man,
it.
you know what I'm saying? Happy to be here with the bros, man.
Turn
You
the
know,
day.
back at it, man. The lights back on, man. I like it, man. I'm feeling good.
Bright lights on. Feel good.
How y'all feeling, man?
It
You
was
know,
a nice
man.
weekend this
Look,
weekend.
man, we got rid of all this snow.
Yeah, about
Finally.
time.
Gosh almighty,
That's
man.
what I'm saying. Like
That jank, like it came, it went away and came back.
It teased you and gave you a little bit more than
It gave
you know
you
what I'm saying?
a
It's
couple
like,
more
yo,
inches after
if
that,
you want to let me
yeah.
have, let me have. You know what I'm saying? But
Like,
don't
don't
tease
tease
me.
me.
If you gonna let me have, let me have.
go give me the whole thing,
You know what I'm
right?
saying? But yeah, you know, first full week of school, everybody back out the house and we back in the routine, you know what I'm saying?
And then another snow day.
You're right, and then another snow day.
For
And
one
then
day.
for one day though, like what was the point of that one? That was just crazy.
It kind of threw me off, man. Like I thought, really, man. You know,
So through everything off.
Yeah.
what is the day? Like, what is it? Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday? Like, man, what's the day, dog?
You know, it's a nice Tuesday.
We shoot on. Okay,
You know.
yeah, man. I
It's
can kind of.
Tuesday.
But we here on Saturday though.
Yeah, make sure you check us out.
can't
on
give 'em the
Saturday
drop.
morning.
Hold on, man. Everybody know we ain't lie.
You know, but
Nah, we ain't lie.
Good.
listen, man. It's football season. The thick of it, playoffs.
Man, it's
know
about to be
what
the
I'm
end of
saying? It's
football
Super Bowl
season. I mean,
season.
like football season over.
It's
Playoffs
done
though.
done.
It's the when it gets exciting though.
Oh, this
You know what I'm saying?
one didn't matter.
Who y'all got, man? You know what I'm saying? We got New England, of course. We got Philly.
It's going down.
Who y'all rocking with, man? And why?
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna let you go first on that.
Man, y'all know I'm not a huge football fan, man.
Who
But
you going with though?
with anybody that watch football, it's hard to bet against Tom Brady.
It's
past.
hard. It's
Arguably
so
the best
hard.
player ever. You know what I mean? Like you could put him up against. You know what I'm saying? Arguably, the best dude out there.
He done made a few
You know what I'm saying?
people
Like
lose money.
it's kind of hard to go against him, man.
It is hard to go against Brady, man.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't care who you're a fan of. Like if you're just a fan of sports, or just even if you're just smart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just do the numbers.
Let's do the
Brady
numbers.
don't
Let's do
lose.
the
You know what I'm
analytics.
saying? Like,
Juba free agent. Juba free agent.
free
Get with me.
sign me. Put the money up and I'll sign. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Good.
I'm a
though.
free agent. Put the money up.
who you going? So you going with Brady?
I got
You
to.
going with Brady?
I mean, I gotta go with the underdogs because I mean, if Philly win this, man, the city gonna go
The
crazy.
city of Philly is
It's gonna go
crazy.
crazy.
They gonna riot.
Yeah.
I mean, they already going crazy now just to get a sneak peek of the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? But to win it, I'm talking free chili, free
So you going with
cheesesteaks
Philly.
all weekend.
You going with Philly?
I'm gonna have to.
Just because you think the city's gonna be lit if they win.
Lit.
That's the only no football reason at all.
Nah, I don't
See,
care about
in case y'all don't know, L love a good sports argument. So like he waiting to kind of see where everybody at. You know, so like he
Well,
probably don't
he
go in
know
the day.
football
You right. But like you love a good sports argument.
The cheesesteaks
Yeah.
good.
Who you with?
Tom Brady beat me last year.
Yeah, you can't.
Tom Brady beat me last
So,
year.
Can't bet
so you
against
still
that,
gotta.
man.
No,
So, you know.
you feel some
I
kind of way
just-
still.
I just, I want Philly to win just because.
I mean, you gotta go with reality.
You know what I'm
Reality
saying?
is
Listen,
the
I
GOAT.
want Philly to win.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Just because, Tom Brady just beat me last year, and the
did
game
it
was
last
pretty
week.
much over, and he pretty much came back and did his thing on us.
Full
So for me, I want Philly to win because of that. But
reality.
No real football. He just hating now. No, I want y'all to
I'm gonna
lose.
give you the football reason. Now.
I want y'all to lose.
I'm telling you the reason
why.
why.
I don't know. My feelings
That was
hurt.
the reason why I want them to lose, is because they got us like that.
All right. I
But
mean, I respect
but
that.
In reality,
Mm.
and with the football reasons, it's just hard, bruh, to go against Brady. Like I cannot. Brady's the GOAT.
I was about to say I hate to call him that, but
You can't
it's
argue.
Just,
I mean,
can't-
it's
Brady's
hard.
the GOAT.
It's hard to
He's the GOAT.
argue.
Brady's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT. He's 40 years old playing in another Super Bowl.
Brady's the GOAT, man.
The first to ever do it.
And honestly, probably going to they the favor.
Oh, they definitely the
You know what I'm
favorites.
saying? And probably going to win.
But Brady's the GOAT,
Ain't no problem.
and Belichick's probably the GOAT too.
Yeah.
How about to say calling them plays?
So when you got
yeah,
them
yeah,
two
yeah.
together, it's just difficult, man. So
Yeah.
because of that, I think New England's gonna win. I want Philly to win, but I really think New England.
In the thick
It's
of it
hard
all.
to- it's just
Who'd you
hard
put
to
money
beat.
on though? You know what I'm saying? Like, who
I
you really
ain't-
serious about?
I
If you gonna put
ain't-
money on, who would you put money on though?
If I
Patriots.
was gonna put money on, I gotta put the money on Tom
Patriots.
Brady.
Okay. All right.
I can't. I'm not gonna put money against.
Would you give him a
Tom Brady.
spread? What, 8 points, 7 points, 10 points, or even?
I
Like,
don't
what
do
would
all
you?
that spread, so just give me the W and the L.
Okay.
Just give me the dub and that's
So
it.
you don't think it's gonna be a tight game then?
It
No.
could be. The only reason it could be because I don't, Philly defense will have to step up big and hit Tom Brady a few times and that sort of thing. Like that's the only way they can make.
You
it.
got to rush him and touch him.
That's the
Yeah,
only.
you
least
got
touch
to.
him.
You got
At
to
least
touch
touch
him.
him. He ain't gonna sack him because he gonna go down.
Right. That's the only way they can make it.
Oh yeah, nah, he
Whole
gonna go
time
down.
Brady
But you just gotta touch him.
Right.
Yeah,
That's the only
yeah.
way they can make it close. If they don't do that, it won't be. It won't be.
Yeah, and they got to score though. They got to get this score. Nick
Yeah,
Foles,
Brady gonna score.
No, I'm talking about Philly though. Philly got to really score against the because we all know Brady gonna score.
You gotta
no,
put
he
points
gonna
up
get
against
points.
him.
You're right. You're right.
Definitely.
You gotta put points up.
So I hope Nick Foles ready.
So Flea's talking about they're gonna have free cheese steaks. That's what you.
That's
you
all
what
he
you
had.
look forward to.
If they win it, dog,
going to Philly
I'm
just for the
telling you,
cheese
No
steaks.
football
free
in at all, just
cheese steaks
and the
all
city
week.
gonna be lit.
That's it.
That's my man's though. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you was a sports fan. Boy.
That's my man's
Nah,
though.
I'm
You
a back
gotta
you.
be a
I'd
sports
I
fan.
gotta rethink that. I gotta rethink
I'm a
that.
nice football player. That's why you know what I'm saying. That's.
But y'all gonna watch it at? I mean, y'all gonna hang out? Y'all, parties or like what y'all, like what you looking forward
Somebody
to?
gotta have something. I mean, I know a few, Philly fans, so hopefully one of them do something.
Yeah,
My boy
okay.
was in there last year. I had something at the crib, but
Okay.
if you're a Philly fan or New England, I mean,
Gotta
like,
go
I
to
don't
a
think I
Philly
really
crib.
know too many. I don't think I know too many New England fans, but one comes to mind.
Who? Put him out there.
No, it's a girl went to school with her name Patrice. She a
Oh, okay.
big,
Shout out Patrice.
Yeah, she
Shout
a
out.
big
Hope you watch.
New England fan. You know what I'm saying? But I know a few Philly fans, so somebody gotta have
Yeah,
something.
Somebody
yeah,
gotta
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
I
Somebody
respect
gotta have
that.
something.
A lot of people.
I called
talking
them all
about
out a few weeks ago, and y'all beat me, so I'm gonna give y'all. You know what I mean? I called y'all out on the show
it. Oh,
a
man.
few weeks ago when we was playing y'all, and y'all got it. So man,
You almost kind of like gotta apologize like
I'm
again.
apologizing to
Nationally?
them right now. That's
No,
what
you
I'm
gotta
doing
call the
right
names
now.
out, right?
I don't remember everybody I
I
called
do.
out.
I do. Kingdom
Brandon,
Athletics. Boy, let me hear.
Kingdom Athletics, OJ.
Winner, OJ.
Winner. Well, I didn't call one out. You called one out.
I
You
did.
called some people out.
Ebo,
You know what I'm
Nicole,
saying?
You
Oh,
Pops.
gotta
yeah.
swallow
Y'all
that, man.
got us.
My
you know what I'm
bad.
saying? Y'all got us.
I know it
you
hurts.
I ain't have
Little
faith in
bit.
y'all.
Y'all got us.
But
I
fly
want y'all to
Eagles
win
fly.
this week, though. I want you, or February 4th. I want y'all to win, but we'll see. Coy boy, I think I threw Coy boy out.
It's
there.
bittersweet though, you know what I'm saying? Because now it's like we got nothing but basketball on TV.
Can't
you know,
wait.
now.
But
Luckily,
you
that
got
come
rock
on
with
3-4
basketball,
days,
though.
you
I'm
know
gonna
what I'm
say you
saying? A
got
week.
rock with
And I'm
basketball,
tuned into
But
that.
you know, like
basketball.
around like that
Rock with
playoff
Bron
time.
Bron. Got rock with Bron Bron. Ain't
And
nobody
you
please.
saw Bron take that L to the OKC the other day.
That was
didn't
good.
you?
That was good.
Yeah.
That was
Regular
good.
It's gonna
season
be
sports
scary.
change now. Like
That
regular
was
season
good.
used to matter.
Yeah,
Regular season
it
really
don't-
don't
it
matter
don't-
no more.
For
But,
certain
like,
teams now.
you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
just make it to the playoffs and then like with, so everybody,
Then
like
we'll talk about it at
Cleveland
playoff
been
time.
losing a little bit. Golden State been losing a little bit. You
But
know,
they gonna get it
I mean,
playoff time.
They
They gonna
not.
get it together.
They sitting people down. San Antonio,
People ain't healthy
everybody.
yet.
You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't the
Isaiah
same,
look good
man.
for y'all though. I ain't even gonna
Yeah,
swear.
he been out for 8 weeks,
Yeah.
or 8 months. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
So when he
yeah.
get fully back,
That floater is tough.
we gonna be legit.
He 4 feet tall. Like he gotta have floater.
Yeah, he better have.
crazy.
If not, you can't be in the league. If it'd be a short guard without no floater.
Yeah,
That's a true. That's a true
yeah,
fact.
Yeah. So look, switching it all the way up.
All the way up. Where we going?
Switching it all the way up.
Where we
A
going?
little more serious.
Okay.
Oh man, let me
Little
turn
more
my head
serious.
around.
Yeah, a little more serious.
Turn my head around now. I said,
What
where
y'all
we
think about do y'all feel, because I was listening to something this
Okay.
morning, you know what I'm saying, and they was talking about kind of like equal rights for women
at?
in the workplace.
That's big right now.
You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think it's equal or equivalent? Do you think women have equal rights in the workplace as far as man or woman, that sort of thing? Do they get treated the same? Do they have the same opportunities? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Do
Switched
they,
it all the way up on
is-
us.
All the
is-
way. Like
is-
got me
You know what I'm saying?
thinking.
is
Like,
pay the same? Do they get paid what they should get paid? Do they get paid on the same standard that men get paid? Do they get raises at the same rate that men get raises? They get promotions at the same rate? Is it
is
is it equal opportunity
Man,
for
what
man
put you
and
on that tip
woman?
this morning though?
I
I
Yeah,
told you I was
that's
listening to
like,
something.
what put you on that
I was
tip?
listening to something this morning, man, on the way in. You know what I'm saying? It just, it was a good
Okay.
conversational
Okay.
piece. I said, you know what? I'm gonna throw that out to the boys today and just see, you know what I'm saying, like what they think about. Is it equal opportunity out here for men and women in the workplace?
I mean,
I-
go ahead, please.
at a certain extent. But I think it is equal out there.
Well, like numbers and like stats show, like it's
Women
obviously
are
not equal. You know what I'm saying? Like women do not get paid the same.
They
amount as
don't?
men. No, they don't.
Oh wow.
That's facts.
That's facts.
Wow.
Look it
Okay,
up. Like,
okay,
look at the internet
okay.
right now. Pull it up.
So you saying if a man and a woman both apply right now for office position at Dollar Tree headquarters down there in Greenbrier for the same position, they
Nah,
gonna
I ain't
get.
talking about that.
Gee, that's what I was
I'm
at.
talking
That's
about
why I
if we
was
got
at
two
breaking it.
CEOs coming in, and I'm gonna be like the CEO of Dollar Tree. Female, like she gonna make less than that male.
Oh,
Why is
wow.
it like that?
Okay.
It's just it's just the culture that we live in. It ain't fair.
See, that's why I was at where you was at.
Yeah, nah,
That's
man,
why I said
you
equal,
talking about this
but
job pay
with-
$10 an hour? It pay like
Yeah,
I ain't giving you 9 because you're a woman.
So
No,
it's
like,
gotta
that's
be
not
at-
what we talking about.
So you saying it's only at the top
at
level?
the top business.
I wouldn't say it's only at the top level, but it's more there.
So how is it? I mean, and obviously none of us are experts, so we don't know. But I'm just, the question is then how does it break down? If it's not just at the top level, so it got to go to, it got to be at some kind of where does the differential come in at? Then is the question for me. You know what I'm saying? Like why is it and who determines that? See what I'm saying? Like because like
Who
I said,
determines
if
the
you're
pay?
coming in for a job.
Yeah.
Who's determining who's gonna be paid where, how they gonna be treated? How you treated
Experience.
is just in the office and
Well-
as a whole, but just as far as like pay is concerned, just like situation right now with
Monique.
Monique. That's
You
what I
right,
was
you
thinking
right.
about.
Monique.
That's what I was
Saying-
thinking about. Monique.
she's
You know-
boycotting Netflix, right?
Yeah, she's
Well, she
trying
wants
to.
us to boycott
She's trying to get everybody to boycott.
'Cause-
But I love Netflix and chill. Honestly,
not boycotting
I ain't boycotting.
Not
Not
for
because they
Monique.
Not-
not
yeah,
'cause
that-
they
not
cut
for
you a
Monique.
check.
Not for Monique.
I'm not
'Cause
even
they cut
taking
you a
for
check for
Monique for
$250?
real. No,
Okay.
She wanted $5. Nah, she wanted several million.
Yeah, she did. She wanted because
But got
Shula
5
was
and
getting
offered
13.
500K.
Yeah. It's
My thing is, man, like I think, and I don't know why for real, but I just think a lot of times, you got men in them higher up spots.
okay.
Yeah.
So normally we're the ones normally men are the one making and doing those hiring and decisions, and and it sucks, but
Tough decision.
we looking out for men.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I feel like women, just like black men, like we all are minorities at any workplace. It's just the way that like we got to go harder than some of our other people.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Just to be out there. Like if you're a man, if you're a black man, if you're a black woman, if you a minority, you got to go harder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, I don't agree with that, but I understand the culture and the temperature of where I live at, and it's just something that I deal with.
Yeah.
I'm not really saying that that I can change it, but I just know that I got to work a little harder for my respect in this room for these other men.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's just you just think it's just the same thing for women coming into any workplace. You know what I'm saying? They just gotta understand that at the end of the day, you just gotta work harder than the man.
you gotta
That's
live.
what you're saying?
You gotta live in this world. And some things, you would like to change, and I would love for it to be a perfect world, and racism and equality across the board would just be, wouldn't be a factor. But if it is, and which it is, you got to play that game, man.
I like that.
So I mean, if I got to go harder to live and eat and get where I'm trying to go, yeah, I mean, it ain't fair. It sucks, but bottom line, that's what I got to do if that's what you're trying to do.
Right.
How you feel?
I don't really know how I feel about it. I mean, I'm sure it exists. You know what I mean? I mean, it's proven that it exists.
It's clearly there.
Like I said, I would just I need to look up and research how it would be discrepancies with like pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, because as far as just the way you're treated at work, that can happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just based upon your coworkers, whoever your boss is, the integrity, I guess, of the people that you work with.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? But and I'm sure it still is different. I'm sure men may treat their woman colleagues differently than they treat their men. I mean, it's just I don't want to say it's natural.
Real talk, like you treat your women colleagues different than your men colleagues.
yeah.
You say certain things like it's like you move a little different. I mean, it's just
because especially with
it
all
is
this
what it
extra
is.
stuff that's going on around. I mean, certain things you just can't say with women that you can say with men. But I mean, as far as just how they're treated, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure it has, like I say, it's just the integrity of the people that you're working with. But I would really like to look at and research discrepancies as far as pay. Like, how is that done? Like, how is it that a woman can be making less than a man that works the same job? Like,
they
how
feel
are
like
them
they feel like a
discrepancies-
woman is not equal. I don't feel this way, but people feel like some women aren't as equal to men. You know what I'm saying? So now, like, you can't do the job better than a man could do, so you're not going to get paid what a man could get paid. Now, I don't believe in that, but I believe like that's the culture in
That's
some
what it
places.
is.
Wow, they just said one line. They just said women don't get equal pay as men because when they take the break to go take care of their family and stuff, like women can take long breaks to go take care of their family.
Right.
So that can hinder them in a long-term business relationship.
So like
so
if a woman just
Just
had
wanna
a
stop.
baby or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and they get to take that what do you call it?
Maternity leave or
maternity
something
leave
like
or
that.
whatever.
Yeah.
So they saying that's the reason
That
why
kind
they
of
may get
messes
paid
it up.
less.
Yeah, because they can stop. They can quit their job at any moment. You know what I'm saying? And be like, I want to go take care of my family. I want to be a family lady in it right now.
So they're using that as an excuse
Yeah,
to say,
yeah.
well,
That's- that-
we
that
ain't gonna
sound-
pay you as much because you might leave.
Because
and get pregnant.
you're not alone. They can't trust them for a long-term relationship in the business.
It's crazy that we kind of own this, man. Cause like I don't know if y'all know, but I think last weekend was like Women Rights March or
Yeah, it
movement.
was. It was.
Like it was a big time thing. You know, my sister-in-law, shout out Zena, and in DC or Northern Virginia area, her and her daughter and my niece, both my nieces, they went and did the march, and it kind of segued into like kind of what we were talking about. So so how do y'all feel about the sexual harassment type thing with the men of power? Like, how do y'all feel about that? Like, what's y'all view on that?
They gotta go.
Where it's like, they're saying that these men in power are preying on these women. Now, mind you, these are grown women a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And I got 2 daughters, a lovely mother, and a wife. I got a house full of women. I got more women in my life than men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm a woman lover.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And and I'm all for equal rights and no means no and sexual harassment, like none of that unwanted attention. You should tolerate none of that stuff.
Right.
So what's the question you asking?
But my thing is now, like, what's going on now is like this sexual harassment thing about women and men in power, but the stuff is happening like years and years and years ago.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
I feel as a woman, they got the opportunity to use a woman as not a crutch, but and not even an escape route, but that's a out.
Yeah. They're out.
So it's
For
almost
women?
like, well, it's like women know what I'm a woman. So it's like, okay, now we had whatever relations or whatever. Now you in power. Now when things don't go wrong, now me as a woman, I can come back 10 years later and say, oh no, like I was in my right mind. And you kind of took advantage of me and you abused me. That's what's going on now.
Oh, okay. I see.
And
what
mind you,
you're
like these women
I
is
see
like
what you're
18, 20. They're saying they're impressionable and they didn't know what's going on. And they felt like the guy was in power, which I never been in that situation.
Right.
But I'm just saying, it's kind of touchy.
It is very
You want
much
to be equal. Women want to be equal when it benefit them a lot. And I feel like a lot of times, like women use that as an escape route sometimes. Not even really an escape route. Let me back away from that, but just and out.
I got you.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
something that
How y'all feel about that? And us as men, we have to deal and work with women as well.
Right.
How do y'all feel about that?
I think it's obviously it's touchy.
Very touchy.
So
It's a
much.
touchy topic. But it happens. It happens on both sides. Obviously, there are instances where sexual harassment really does take place.
Yeah.
It's
You know
not
what I'm
good.
saying? Men take advantage of women. Women take advantage of men. You know what I'm saying? For how whether it be just verbal, whether it's physical, whatever case may be, that is happening. But I also think, like you're saying, there's cases where women may take advantage of it a little bit, and especially when it's years and years and years later. I mean, my thing is, if you try and get somebody for doing something to you 10, 15 years ago, I mean, like, how do I even prove that? How do I prove that so and so touched me 15 years ago?
Correct.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, even if I can't prove it, what it still does for the man is, whether it's true or not, I have this
Exactly.
allegation
I
above
got
my
this
head.
real
It discredits you.
You know what I mean? So
that's bad.
because you can't prove that I touched you, but 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and I may have,
Right.
but I may not have. You know what I'm saying? But for a woman, she can still say that I did that, and although it may not, go any further, I may not really get charged or really get, incriminated, anything like that. But what it does is it puts a sexual harassment allegation attached to me. See what I'm saying? So if I'm a big, powerful man, you know what I'm saying, I'm out here in the business world, that's a stigma that I have to live with now. So kind of, I guess what Corey trying to say is, it kind of just, a woman has that kind of power a little bit to say, you know what I mean?
To say if they say
get a
something,
do-over.
that's what
If
it
they
means.
say something, that's kind of almost what it
that's-
is.
You get a
but
do-over.
I can't prove that I did or didn't. She can't really prove that I did or
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
But she's saying that I
She said
sexually
it is.
harassed
You get a
her.
do-over.
Now, like I say, it may not nothing come out of it, but the one thing that's gonna come out of it is I got a sexual harassment
Exactly.
on me. That's
Yeah.
attached to me now.
Yeah,
Whether or
yeah.
not it's proven that I did or didn't, I still was accused of sexual harassment.
That's right.
And
that's
not saying that this is always the case, but I feel like you're not the same person that you was 5, 10 years ago.
Right.
You made some mistakes that you got to live with.
Right.
So I mean, I feel like if you did something, that time ago, and now like you mad at it, or like you wish that it didn't happen, like sometimes like it ain't nobody else's fault really, but yours. Like you gotta eat that, man. Like now, a lot of times like that's your out. Yeah. Now you can say, yeah, but like I want in my right mind. But like most 20-year-olds ain't in their right mind. Right. I've done things at 18, 20, 15 that I just gotta eat. I just gotta live with that.
I shouldn't have did that.
I shouldn't have did that. I wish I can go back and change that. But bottom line is I can't. And I feel like some of these women, which they do have right, some of them are rightfully, like they doing the right thing. But I think some of them is really like, you know what? I wish I didn't sleep with him. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm gonna try and take that back. I made a mistake. Yeah. He doing good right now. Let me try, and I feel like that's the power that a woman always keep. And now it's showing you can have relations with them or do anything with them, or you can say something, like, not even physically do anything. Right. You can say something to a woman 5, 10 years, it could be 15, and she can bring that up and really affect you 20 years from now.
Yeah. Affect everything.
And I feel like men don't get that same, kind of like do-over.
Leeway.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or do-over. Like, we can't do that. And that's the part that I feel like, as men, sometimes we get certain breaks cool.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, we got to deal with certain things that women don't deal with. And same thing. Women sometimes get breaks that men, it go both ways. If you're a man, certain things that come along with you that women don't do and can't do and can do. And same thing with a woman. Like, you're a woman, certain things that you can do that men can't do.
So you're saying it's pretty much...
I mean,
it's pretty much it. I ain't gonna say it's give and take.
Depending
on which arena we talking about,
exactly.
or which topic we talking about. Some things that men just can't get away with that women can get away with, and some things that men may have the advantage on that women don't have the advantage.
I'm sorry, but like as much as we all want things to be equal, it just ain't like that, man. Yeah. Life is not about equality, and I ain't talking about just women and me. I'm talking about like you and your job, you playing ball on the court, anything.
Yeah. Yeah,
I wish it was equal and it was just like that cut and dry, but like life is not about equality. So I mean,
we're gonna get there one day though.
You try to strive for fairness and as much as possible.
You heard me,
in all areas of life. I mean that's everybody wants just to be treated fair.
Got to.
That's so you strive for fairness as much as possible in all areas, but unfortunately, life ain't fair.
No. But I'm like, please. Now I'm a CEO, wherever. I'm getting big money. A lady's a CEO. She get pregnant. I don't get 3-4 months off. I mean, it's just certain things will just come on. Like, as a woman, you get certain things with men, we get. You know what I mean? It's just one of them things. Like, you was born a woman, I was born a man, and just that's the life that we live in.
So do we say that's not fair, or we just keep it moving?
Yeah, man. Could you take 3 months off if Keisha had a baby?
No.
Could you go into your boss's office, even your parents?
You're not gonna ask for 3 months.
You ain't gonna ask for 3 months, but a woman. It's just accepted. Yeah. Now I understand like they gotta, heal up and take care of the baby, but men got, kids too. Like we got, it just bottom line is life is not fair.
It's not fair.
And you can't expect for it to be fair where you want it to be, where it benefits you. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say, okay, now we're at work now, I want it to be fair.
Yeah, no, I want it to be fair now it's not fair.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, like if the world ain't fair, it ain't like the world ain't fair. You can't try and play this fair stuff, you know what I'm saying, when you want it to benefit you. And that's the part where it's like,
we all do though.
Yeah, but
that's what we all do.
Yeah, but I ain't filed no lawsuits and stuff.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna discredit nobody else.
Nah.
What I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna see like where.
But here's the thing. Like I said, with the ones that's so far. See, the thing is, you can't, because we know that it's real and it really happens out here. Is why you gotta kind of have a little bit of sympathy for it, because like it is really.
It's
happening.
real.
It is really happening.
It's real.
So how then you can't really identify what's real and what's not real, because like I say, with them sometimes being so far ago. I can't tell what's real, what's not real. I can't say that she might be just lying or whatever the case may be. Like, you have to take it for what it is.
And you gotta take it serious
because
too.
You have to take it serious because
it's tough,
like, it
man.
very well could be true. Like, now she said it 15 years ago. I don't know if that happened or not. But you have to take it serious because it's a serious issue.
We're all men. We're not exempt.
Yeah.
We could get an email or a letter from the city, whatever it is, man. That I got a court next month from something that I did back in when I was 18.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the culture that we living in right now, bro. Like, it's kind of scary. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like, I mean, I was an 18-year-old.
You have to take it serious.
I was a 20-year-old.
You have to take it serious. Anytime somebody say something like that, you have to take it serious, whether you fully believe them or not.
Okay. Now put it like this. Now, could you accuse a woman of that and still get looked at the same?
That's
the equality part that I'm like, yo, like, now you a man.
You can accuse a woman of that, but no, you won't be looked at the same. No.
You come in and say, oh, so-and-so raped me, and you a man. You get called all kind of stuff. Now, not saying that.
15
No,
years ago.
no. Now that is a real serious thing because like
Absolutely.
men get
It
raped,
happens.
men get raped, and that's serious.
It happens.
But we are here laughing right now because
happens.
why? Because it's a, you know what I'm saying.
It's just
it's
awkward,
different.
but we were
It's
It's different. So I'm trying to say, you know, and that's the world that we live in.
So it's not equal. is what
It's
we're
not
saying.
equal,
It's not
and
equal.
nothing. You know, it's not gonna be equal.
Not gonna be equal.
It's the world that we live
So
in.
what do? You just what?
You know how to play the game. If you know it's like that, you got to play the game how
Play
you
the
supposed to
game
play
right
it.
way.
If you know that you got to work hard at work, then go to work and work harder.
Go get in there early.
Get
stay a
there
little
early,
bit
stay a
late.
little later.
Yeah, I like that.
That's just the way it is.
Do what you gotta do.
You try to make it better.
I mean, you know,
Well, you
and
just gotta go that extra mile.
and then if you're a single man dealing with these women, like like it could like you could hear this again.
it can get dicey.
It could get dicey. So you need to go into that right there, knowing that what you say probably is on the record, especially because everybody texting and DMing there, like it's on the record.
I'm about to say it's
Oh,
on
no,
the
it's
record.
always
Ain't
on
no
the record.
probably.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
on the
It's
record.
all-
And they
always on the record.
screenshot and
They
you
gonna
like.
tell they-
So if you're
yeah,
a single
yeah.
man and you out there dealing with women, like it's cool, but just like tread lightly, my brother.
Be easy.
Because like you could pay for something, or you could hear yourself again 10 years later.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Definitely.
That's good.
Definitely.
So what? So now that we're talking about the world, how it's just changing, how it's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
What age y'all gonna let y'all kids start dating and stuff?
Same thing. It's different for boys and girls. Is it fair? No.
It's different for boys.
But it is. That's the world that we live in.
It's different.
Like what age group? Like what age group is acceptable now?
I don't have girls, so I speak from a boy's standpoint. I would say, to be honest with you, I don't even know how old I was when I first
That's what
started.
I was
dating.
about to say.
That-
Take
I
it
mean,
back.
like when you
Let's
go
take
like
it
to the
back.
movies, probably till you start driving.
No, you was when you got dropped off.
Yeah, but that wasn't no like, but it wasn't no date like
What
that.
do
Was
you-
a group
what's
type
your
thing.
what's your? Let's
Okay,
be clear in what you're
okay.
trying to say.
Date is movies. You ain't got to be back home till 12:30.
Just two of y'all.
Yeah, just two.
Yeah,
No group type
Yeah,
thing.
no.
That's what I'm talking
You
about.
got 12 o'clock. You got 12 o'clock curfew.
12
You gotta
o'clock
be
curfew.
home.
Gotta be home.
Shoot, by the time you let your kids have 12 o'clock curfew,
Yeah, that's kind of late too for high school
That's
women
what
and
I'm
you.
saying, like,
12 o'clock curfew.
so all right. I mean,
If you saying 12 o'clock curfew,
Yeah.
I can't allow my son to start coming home 12 o'clock.
ooh, what time? What age?
You gotta be high school. Well, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm trying to think about that. No, about middle school because like,
Middle school,
when
eighth grade.
we had that skate party, that was like
Yeah.
middle school. That was definitely middle school.
Eighth
That
grade.
stayed open till 12 o'clock.
And we talking about
definitely.
dating, man. Now,
I'm
like,
just saying,
dating- it's a skating rink.
I'm
It's-
going off the 12 o'clock curfew that
okay,
he
because like it's a
said.
big difference between I'm dropping my kids off to the mall and it's girls and boys. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not really considered a date. That's outing. You know, that's kids. I'm talking about when you say dating means like, yo,
daddy knows, like he
like,
comes to pick my
I'm
daughter.
gonna come
Okay,
pick you
okay,
up, or I
okay,
know
see
for
what
sure
you're
like
saying.
I'm beating you at this dinner. You know what I'm saying? It is
Okay.
you. Like that's a date.
Okay. What age are you accepting that then? How
I'm
about
just saying, and I
Before
got
you can
girls.
before you can drop your kids off, because they might not be driving.
Mm-hmm. They might not.
See what I'm saying?
Still,
So
if they
before you
able
can
to
drop
drive.
your kids off, they tell you they going to the movies with such and such. How old they gotta be before you can drop them off? Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Before you not dropping them off.
I
when
was
somebody
in
come.
middle school, so it gotta be my middle school. bro.
Eighth grade when you.
7th, 8th grade.
Oh, he got boys. Okay, all right.
My
Cause
daughter-
Because you think 7th grade, you how old in 7th grade?
About
So 13, 12,
13, 12, 13. Yeah. That's too young, bro. Especially how the world. I'm just talking about how the world is changing now. So now we got to change up how we
13,
doing it.
14?
Yeah, this ain't how we used to date back
It's
in the day.
different.
Yeah, it's different. So
My daughters ain't going no single date till
Here we
they're
go.
seniors in high school.
that's what
bro.
I want to hear.
A single
right
date?
there.
Man, you don't believe that yourself.
I'm just saying that if I had boys, maybe like 16, but my daughters
Right.
ain't going no date till they're like
Senior?
17.
That's
You're like,
what
what's
I
the
wanted to
point?
hear. See, there we go.
Cause you ain't even really dating when you 16, 17, 18. Y'all calling it dating, but y'all ain't dating.
Okay, so you just won't know that they going on
There we
dates till
go.
they senior. in high school.
Well, I mean, we all did things that your parents didn't
know.
know.
Saying we
about.
gotta change the
You
culture.
just got dropped off. You got dropped off at the movies, man, before you was senior in high school.
Well, that's what you had to do. Well, you didn't tell your parents that you was going on a date. Same
probably
thing.
didn't
All
call it
right.
that.
Like I said, no, my kids ain't going no date. No dude
Probably
come to my
didn't
door to
call it
crib,
that.
come drive and pick it up and be in the way until you like a senior in high school, bro.
Oh, well, first, by the time you driving, you 11th grade anyway.
Yeah,
That's
about
what I'm saying.
10th,
So are
about
we
10th
saying
grade.
driving? I mean, like, it's all, that's what I'm saying. It's all different criteria. Because by the time you getting picked up, you in 11th grade anyway. Ain't nobody driving for 11th grade.
Oh, yeah,
You
nah,
12,
11th
16
grade.
by 11th
Yeah.
grade.
Yeah, 11th
So by the time, so that's why I was saying, like, be clear in what you, because it's different criteria with it. You getting
Okay.
dropped off, you getting picked up, your curfew time, whether or not you're getting dropped off, that's all different criteria. Because if
It
I'm
is.
going by curfew time, I might do a different age. If we doing, when you driving, that's a different age. Because whatever age you at when you start driving. If you getting picked up, that can be a different age because you ain't driving
What
yet.
was
You
your
might
curfew
be 13,
then?
14.
I was about to say.
Eleventh, 12th grade. Like,
that's
what was
I
your
wanted to-
curfew? If you can remember.
High school,
Yeah.
12th grade. It was after midnight.
Really? Mine won't till after midnight. I got in college.
Shoot, man, we was coming home late. Man, by the time we was going to the cave.
I didn't
I
say
was
I
going to the
stayed
cave at
up
17,
to-
man. I graduated high school at
You wasn't going to the cave in
17.
high
No, I was not.
Definitely was going. Well,
Not till summertime. Not like I wasn't going out clubbing. I mean, I had to be home at midnight, dog, while I was in high school, and that's not even no joke.
I ain't gonna say I kept
We
up to it, but
definitely
it definitely
went to
had
cave
to
in
be
high school,
home
bro.
by
Nah,
12.
man, we didn't go to the cave till like we graduated high school. That summertime, bro. Like now, maybe you could, because you a year under me, but I didn't start going until like I was a grown man, bro. Like I wasn't one of the ones that had a fake ID and got in there at 16, 17. Now like
No, 'cause
I
they
didn't
had
go to like
clubs for us,
my
like the
ID
peppermint
said
stuff. They had the clubs
18.
for
They had other clothes. They had nice in Columbus.
Yeah, they had
and-
clothes for us. You know what I'm saying?
You don't
Yeah.
know what nice in Columbus, do
No,
you?
I mean,
Oh,
I probably
man.
caught
You
it
hit
the
nice in
last.
Columbus.
I probably had the
Oh,
last.
You hit
year.
nice
man.
You didn't hit it when it was jumping.
Oh,
then.
Nah,
man.
You hit nice in Columbus when it was jumping. Then.
See, they can't do that now. Like these
See,
kids
that's what I'm
would
saying.
go
It's a
super
whole
crazy on
different-
something
It's
like
a whole
that
different
now.
world. That's why I'm saying, like,
And then here's the thing.
how do you
You
raise
ain't
them?
have. You ain't have. See, certain time. Okay, you may have. Even if your curfew was 12 o'clock, 12:30, whatever the case may be. You ain't have certain instances where you might be a little like, this is going on tonight.
Yeah.
Like you got a little grace.
Right. You gotta say what's
Not
up.
often.
got a
though.
little
It
crazy.
happened.
Yeah.
It happened, but not
Because
often.
like this is going on tonight. Like, I can't. I mean, I'm not gonna make it home at
Right,
12 o'clock.
right. It's
So
not
like, you just
possible.
go ahead and just lay your cards out and be honest.
Yeah.
Like, this is going on tonight. Can I please have a little extension?
Right.
See what I'm saying?
I agree. Now I can do that, but just
Cause you going nice in Columbus,
Oh, yeah,
way
when
down
it
Jewel
be-
Booth somewhere.
you gotta leave like around 11:15.
That's on a 45-minute ride.
Yeah, like,
almost.
you gotta leave like
Back
around
in
11
o'clock, the party
woods,
jumping
You know what I
in.
mean?
You-
Like,
yeah.
I mean, like we going way down General Booth tonight, ma. I mean, can I please get a little bit extra?
So let's get back to it. When you letting Jizzle and Jack,
Like I said, I drop them all. Let's say 8th grade, 13,
okay,
13, 14.
okay. So the
13,
boy,
14.
so that go that see the difference. Okay, let's go.
so
with
you
the
call
boys.
that
Now, let's go
dating though?
girls.
I mean, so is that what you call
Let's
them
go
dating?
girls.
If they, I mean, I don't, a date is when if you meet with somebody at the movie.
If I ain't
like,
if
I
I ain't
gotta know
around my
what you
mama
doing.
or my daddy,
I gotta know
I'm
what
on
you're
a date.
doing. Shit, Mars and Posse ain't
Yeah,
around.
I'm
I'm on a
dating.
date.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
If Mars
what it
and
is.
Posse ain't around.
I'm on the date.
I'm trying you off at Greenbrier movies.
I'm on the date with my shawty.
I mean, you know,
You 14. Think about you 14.
Yeah.
You in high school. You
That's
14.
what I'm saying. So are you?
I don't mind it. It's just like the one-on-one, like it's the, cause like that right there bring along intimacy and being alone and next, you know what I'm saying? I just, at 17, no, I mean at 16, 15, I just don't think, I got daughters, I'm not allowing them
You're
to
not
do that.
allowing
Now
it,
you
okay.
can't tell them what they're gonna do when you ain't around.
Yeah,
But nah,
you're right.
nobody coming to pick my daughter up at my house at 15
So
years old.
So what if it's a group thing?
Yeah, now you can go out like with your girlfriends and stuff there. I don't know who y'all meeting out.
That's what I'm saying. Well, you know who they. Yes, you do. You know who they meeting
Well, I
out.
mean,
So that's
nah.
what we saying. So if it's a
This is
group
bad.
thing and they 14, 15 years old and they all going to the movies, you gonna drop them off.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, here we go.
Let me tell you something. Now we not that old.
All right.
I've been 16.
There we go.
14, 15.
So you already know what it is when you start trying to get alone and dating and stuff. You know what I'm saying? A little young girl
my
at
question
16,
is,
like
when
you
they
already
14,
know what it is.
15, and they talking about they going. I'm saying all her and her girls going to the movie. You gonna drop them off, right?
Yes.
Or am I
Okay,
going?
but you know what they going to.
But
you
she's still like
know.
with her girlfriends though.
Yeah, but you know who they meeting up with. Just
yeah.
like you just said, we ain't that old. If Corinne come and tell you Friday, they her and such
Oh,
going to the
probably-
movie at
oh,
4 o'clock.
it
It
could
gonna be
be a boy
boys
there.
there.
I know that.
Okay, all right,
I know
then.
that.
And just because it's a group thing, what do you think that means?
I would have just I'm not co-signing.
Thank you.
Okay, you had to co-sign.
Now,
I'm
your
gonna be
kids
real
gonna do
with you.
whatever. Your kids gonna do whatever. Same way now. You gonna do whatever you want to do. But bottom line, I'm not. And my parents knew that I was out there, but they didn't co-sign.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't stop the kids from doing what they want
Right.
to do when you ain't
No,
around.
you ain't gonna tell them go
But
ahead.
they not.
Right.
But they didn't co-sign nothing.
No, you ain't
Okay,
gonna tell them
okay,
go
okay.
ahead. I just want to just be clear that you know,
just
like
wanna
even
know.
though I
Yeah.
say
I
because
just wanna know.
whether it's group thing or not,
Oh, yeah.
you know what they going out there to meet.
Okay.
You gonna. I ain't making it easy. Put it like that.
How about it? Okay.
Now,
You
you
gotta
can do whatever you want to do, but you
It
ain't
won't be
like.
because I told
Yeah,
you to
I
do
ain't
it.
one of them type parents where or whatever. Nah,
no.
The
It
first,
ain't
see, the
gonna
first
be
time
easy.
the first time I let you go off, I'm gonna just let you and think you off by yourself. I'm gonna be in the first row of the
gonna
movie
sneak
theater.
'em?
I'm gonna sneak them one time just to see how
You
they
gonna
move.
sneak
I'm nosy
Just
too,
to see how they
please.
move.
I'm nosy too.
That's
I
what
want
I'm saying.
them
If I got
type dads.
daughters, I gotta see how you move right quick.
Y'all watch
y'all gonna
what is
sneak
that?
'em.
Wife and Kids?
Wife and kid.
Wife
What's
and kids.
this?
Yeah, with the Damon Wayne brother.
Oh, my
man.
wife and kid. Yeah.
I'm like that kind of
There
guy.
you go.
I'm like that type of dad. You not smarter than me, bro.
Nah,
I
you
don't
ain't.
care if I got to get up and do. I'm saying wear a wig or put on clothes. Nah, I'm going like you don't know where I might be at. I might pop up on you. I'm like that.
That's what I was
I
trying
might
to
be
get
hiding
to.
somewhere.
So you're not being extra, just doing
I'm
that.
being extra.
Oh no,
Cool,
yeah,
cool.
you are being extra,
Man,
but
it's what we gotta do.
yeah,
I'm that kind of
that's
parent,
fine,
man.
But you are. Don't think that you ain't being extra. No, you
Right.
being extra.
I
But I
gotta
think
see how you move the first
as
time.
parents, man, like your kids are gonna be kids.
Absolutely.
And parents
Okay.
gotta be parents. Like your kids gonna try and get up, and they're gonna think that they're smarter than you.
Oh no,
You know
they
what I'm
gonna
saying?
try to get. They gonna get over on
And
you.
they're gonna get over on you more than what you probably think they are, because you did,
No.
same thing with
You
your
got over on
parents.
your mom and dad.
But my parents didn't make it easy for me.
Oh
I
no,
got
you
you.
gotta. You
My
gotta
mama didn't
be-
make it easy.
You gotta be quick on your feet.
That's all I'm saying.
I respect that.
You gotta be quick on your feet.
So-
But what was your age though? Because you ain't give us no age
I mean, my age, I think 16. 16 is when I went.
before Dolo.
Yeah, before Dolo. Like, it will always have to be, chaperoned or something like that.
Because like for most
Until
people,
16, you gotta be chaperone.
Yeah.
like for most kids, like you start letting them go dolo, like you go and just open it up. Okay, 16, and you having sex too. Then you know what I'm saying. But I'm not saying for all parents that got kids that's let them date, and at 16 they go on dolo. But for me, when I start doing them solo dates,
See,
and we 16,
senior in high school.
I mean, like that's opened up a whole can of worms there,
Right,
bro.
you're
Yeah, definitely.
You on your own out
Definitely.
there.
Definitely.
You and your daughter, you and your
I
child,
just
like
feel like a senior in high school. I just feel like that's mad late for me. I just feel like it's a senior
that's
in high
17.
school.
I mean, I
It
was
is.
17. You know what I mean? So I mean, we're talking about one more year.
Yeah. I was.
Yeah.
I mean,
I ain't
my
even
parents
think
didn't play that stay out, do what you want to do type stuff. Like when I was a kid,
Well,
they
we
made
ain't
sure that I
saying-
was a kid.
Don't
Yeah,
punch
we
me
ain't
anyway,
saying
so
stay
I
out,
ain't
do
go
what you
nowhere.
want to do. But I don't know. I just feel like, man.
Because I mean, I had friends that could stay out later than that,
Oh, absolutely.
and they was the same age. I'm like, Mom, so and so. My parents just didn't care.
I was a guy that I'm spending the night at so and so house.
Yeah.
'Cause I know so and so can stay out.
Yeah, that is me.
That's what I used to do.
That's what you gotta do though.
You know what
That
I'm
is
saying?
for sure.
Nah, I'm staying at so and so house at night because
He got a 1 o'clock curfew.
this is party going on tonight, and I ain't gonna be able to stay to the end.
Yeah.
I'm saying if I stay home.
Yeah, that's true.
Nah, I'm
That's
gonna
true.
stay with so and so house because so and so can stay out till whenever he get home.
I'm going to stay over
That what you
Taylor
gotta
house,
do.
man.
Yeah, I'm going to stay with so and so house.
That's what you gotta do.
Tonight.
And they, you think you slick with that, but they know what you're doing
know what
with
you're
that.
doing.
But they still let
They-
you. But they still let you spend the night.
But they didn't
ahead.
co-sign it though. You know what I'm saying?
They
Like they let you
co-signed
be
about let you
kids.
spend the night.
Yeah,
Because
but-
if you saying that they knew what you was doing, they would have just said, "No, you can't spend the night at so and so house." If they still let you go stay at so and so house, knowing what you trying to do, then they co-signed. They told you go ahead without telling you go ahead.
yeah, but
Because if his parents, if the other parents let him, I guess it can't be that.
If
Kid-
they know what you trying to do and still let you go,
kids are gonna be kids. But like I say, but as a parent, I don't like. Nah, I can't co-sign. Even though I know that you're gonna do that,
Yeah,
I still can't tell you that I'm giving you the green light. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Know what
know
I'm
you're gonna
saying?
do certain
They
things.
co-signing, but they ain't co-signing.
But I can't tell you to go there and do that. Nah, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you no, knowing that you're not gonna do that though.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
that's crazy. That's good though. That's good.
That's a good one though because like it's just once again it's opinions. It's just
because I want the kids to avoid that the 15 years later I got harassed type thing. Like you gotta. That's why I asked the question. You know what I'm saying?
'cause it can happen.
And now, and I ain't trying to say,
can
and our parents say the same exact thing, but it's true. Kids ain't the same. Like I said, we ain't the same like generation as our parents, and they thought we was all crazy. These kids now is worse than what we was.
10 times.
You know what I'm trying to say? And it's only gonna get worse. I mean, it just gets like that. These kids is on some other stuff now. Like they eating dishwashing pies and stuff. Like they on some other
For a
stuff now.
challenge,
You know what I'm
like
saying?
what?
It's like kids is different now, man.
I ain't heard of that one though. They doing what?
They eating like the dishwashing pods, like Tide, like the
As
little
a
plastic
challenge,
pod. They
yeah.
eating it like it's a pod challenge or
It's
whatever
a
it is. Now.
challenge.
It's just stupid.
It's
Yeah,
so
that's
dumb.
dumb.
It's
And like they sniffing
I was gonna say they
anything.
getting high up there though. Like what are they doing?
It's just like they see
It's a
monkey see
challenge?
monkey do.
It's kids, man.
Monkey
We like
see.
and like we at the age we're not gonna understand why they do
Yeah,
that
you
dumb
ain't
stuff,
gonna
dog.
understand.
Like
Just like our
once you
parents
30
didn't
plus,
understand what we was doing.
you don't even try to. They kids, man. Who know? They don't know why they do it.
They know. They,
Wow.
they just see something
Wow.
on the internet and go.
Wow.
And you see they trying to control the internet as well. Speaking of
Yeah,
internet,
Who's
they
trying-
are.
The
like,
kids?
no,
government.
like the government.
Yeah.
They trying to control it, like shut it down, certain things.
What's it called, man? I forget. You know what it's called, but yeah, like they doing this.
Net neutrality.
Neutrality. Look it up. Like maybe we'll
What?
talk about it. Net neutrality.
Net neutrality.
Neutrality. Like they're trying to do it to where like you can only watch certain like where it's 2 or 3 tiers of internet. One package you can only get but so much stuff.
Yeah.
The next package you can only, you get maybe a little TV like but certain like you
They're trying
can't
to get
get
money off
you
of it.
can't get everything online
They're
now.
trying to get money. It's more
Exactly.
money. Okay. It's more money.
The internet ain't gonna be worldwide and open like how it is
more
now.
money. You gotta pay for this.
You gotta pay for
this
certain
amount
stuff.
of access.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
The more
That's
access
crazy.
you want, the more money you got to pay.
They trying to control you.
That's what they trying to do. They trying to just control it.
No,
Man.
they control you and get more money.
Cause like at other countries, at certain countries, they put what they want on the internet. Like you can't look up certain
You
things.
can't
on the
even
internet.
log on
Like,
Facebook in certain
in China
Twitter,
and over there.
yeah.
What's it? It's in Korea or something like that.
Yeah,
certain
'cause
things.
people be posting all that crazy stuff. Like they don't want all that stuff showing all.
That's
you
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
But that's the internet. Like that's the freedom. You got. I mean, you can't stop nobody from saying what they want to say, even if it's right or wrong. Like they can say that.
Yeah, but somebody has to.
Be a dictator, something.
Right, somebody has to own it. See, that's. Here's the thing. The problem is we all want to be able to do what we want to do. Like that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like because when everybody just do what they want to do, then we end up the way we are. Everybody just you got some people you just be like, man, that's crazy. Yeah, but that's what I want to do. Like, and that's how they justify. Like, I don't tell you what you can do. Can't want like that's
Right.
The problem is we all want to just be able to do what we want to be able to do, and then so then where's the line?
Somebody needs to.
Where's the line? If everybody can just do what we want to do, and that's supposed to be the freedom of it, then there's no line.
Yeah.
Well, that's America.
That's what I'm saying. But then there's no line. So then, how do you say what's right, what ain't right?
Well, that's why I believe that we're one of the greatest countries, but we're also one of the worst countries too,
Exactly.
because of other
It's
freedom.
got to be some kind of limitations, guy. Like everyone needs limits. If you don't have no limits, you be buck wild crazy.
Well, I mean, I feel like, and that's why
Everybody
we
gotta have
don't be.
limits. You can't have so much freedom. It's just like we talking about with the kids. If you let the kids do, like, you got to have limits. Even as a grown person, like, you have to have limits. You can't just do just whatever, whenever, however you want to do things.
Yeah.
It's just not.
That's what it
It's
boils
not
down to.
healthy.
Well, like it's a fine line though.
It ain't healthy.
It's a fine line, you know,
Why you say that?
because like El say, everybody, including yourself, want freedom to do whatever you want to do. Now,
Correct.
because you're not into doing some of these other things that everybody else is doing, you don't see it. But like if you was into doing some of the stuff that people are talking about not doing, you would take that as a jab to you.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I want to be able to do what I want to do. You can't tell me that.
Right. So that's why I said. So
You know what
where's
I'm
the
saying?
line?
It's hard.
How
You gotta
far?
go to Korea.
How far? That's what I'm saying. How far?
You gotta get out of
How
here.
far before we say that? Hold on. You know what? It's too far.
Yeah.
Because if it's just total freedom, everybody can do what they want to do. There is no line,
Well,
bro. It
that's
just
why a lot
keeps
of things are
going.
happening. Gay marriages,
Yeah, what I'm
not
saying.
trying to pinpoint anything, but that's why, like, people are doing
What?
whatever they want, and they make up their own rules and
That's
laws
what I'm saying.
as they go. And then the worst thing is they mad at you for not seeing it how they see it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why it has to be a line. It cannot just be just total, just whatever you want to do. It can't, because it's never gonna stop. We're gonna keep pushing. Cause ain't no line, ain't no regulations. that
Nobody
say-
gonna get nowhere.
What's next?
It's like
what's
it's
next?
just gonna keep going. Cause nobody want to put a line. Nobody want to say, you know what? No, it ain't. No, you can't do it. Whatever you want to do.
Right.
Like,
They're trying to get away from
like,
structure.
in those other
basically.
foreign countries, you can't have but like one child.
It's rules
We gonna
and
make that
regulations
choice
to this
for
stuff.
you.
Yeah.
Right. Just like
Know
when
what
we
I'm
went to Dubai last year. No, everybody works. There's no homeless people in Dubai. You're going to work. If you don't work, you get out of the country.
Wow, that's dope, right?
But when you go there, the streets clean.
Yeah. You
Eric,
see everything pretty.
It's nice
Yeah.
because they got rules, man. You
Oh.
can't do what you want to do. You know, this man gonna tell you what you gonna. You know what I mean? You gonna work this. You gonna work that. You this kind of person. This is the kind of jobs you can get. You this kind of person that we don't like that kind of stuff because we want to be free and can't nobody tell me what I want to do. But their country way better than our country.
10 times.
Never
But
been there, but I heard it.
We just want to be free, do whatever we want to do. That's what happened. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like you got to have limitations and rules, man.
Some
or
type
else
of
your
structure.
stuff be exactly. You have to, man. But,
But-
we want to be so free and just do whatever we want to do. And it just.
But what if you're that person? What
why there's
what
no
if you're that
thievery.
bum though? But what? And I said bum, but what if you're that homeless person? No, what if you're that person that don't want to work?
You can.
Now it's like
What? No, you
it's,
gonna
no, it's-
work.
but what if you don't want to work? Like
Well,
we
then
don't
you gotta
mind.
get out.
Oh yeah, well what? Okay, so
then
so if
Gotta
that's you,
bounce.
Then you
We
gotta
gonna
get out.
transport
you gotta leave.
You gotta leave.
Gotta transport you, cuz.
You gotta leave because that's why there's no robbery over there. There's no thievery. Everybody works.
Wow.
Ain't nobody stealing. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying, right? You know, like it's, and then the punishments are more harsh. You see what I'm saying?
Cut
so
your
they
finger
think
off or
about it.
something
Right.
over
They
there.
think about it.
Yeah, it makes you think. Cause
Do
you know
I
what?
wanna
Like
get my elbow
if I
taken
steal, if
off
I
today?
get caught stealing, they might take my pinky.
They
got
cutting
my
brothers'
sister.
heads off over there, bro. No,
So-
That's what
I
I'm
wanna
saying.
keep
So
my
when you
arm
put them
today?
kind of rules in place, it make everything better.
It does. People
When you
move a
got
little
people out
bit
here that
different.
ain't hungry for it, the police can't be bribed and stuff like that because the police over there get paid big time money.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't bribe them.
bust it down to your household.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why you got rules at your house.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
If
Bust it
not-
down real simple
if
for
not,
everybody.
Your house would be crazy.
Your kids would be
That's true.
crazy.
That's true.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You be crazy if you ain't had no rules. Bottom line is, you know what I'm saying?
That's my
Everybody
point.
got to follow the
You have
rules.
to have rules and
Written or
limitations, man.
unwritten.
You can't. It ain't gonna never be good when everybody just can do whatever we want to do. I'm telling you, that's why we are where we at now.
'Cause that's what
everybody want to do, whatever they want to do, and that's the justification. You can't. How you gonna tell me like, I'm grown?
Tell your president that,
I
though.
do what I want to do, but that's the point. That's what I'm saying.
Tell your president he can't do whatever he want to do.
Wow.
Just because it's a free country.
But listen, the president can't do what he want to do. We know that. That was made clear. You know what I'm saying?
Read it
With
down
President
on the tip.
Obama. The president can't even do everything he want to do when he want to do. He got people to answer to. That's just the way it, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
But this new guy in there is kind of doing whatever he want to
He
do and
trying.
saying what he want to say.
He
That's
said
why
no.
this new guy, I don't
He say
know.
whatever he want to
trying
say.
to say,
Listen, he's saying whatever he want to say, but y'all really believe he doing whatever he want to do? No,
he can't do that.
Come on, let's be real. A whole lot of other stuff would be
Government
going
just
on.
shut down yesterday.
A whole lot of other stuff would be going on.
The
He ain't
government
doing
just
whatever he
opened
want
back up like what this morning, I
He
think.
ain't doing whatever he want to do,
whatever.
or we be really bad off. You know, he's saying he can tweet whatever. That's what I mean, but he ain't doing whatever he want to do.
I like that.
Come on, guy. Like, you know, so this is a good topic here. You got to have some limitations in your life. You got to have some guidelines. You got to have some rules. You got to have some regulations. If not, it's to be chaos
I
in
agree.
your life, in the country. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be chaos.
But I think like we all know that, but it's about
We all just want
I'm gonna have to be locked down a little bit too, and you know, and that's what everybody is trying. You know, I want you to be controlled, but I want to do what I want to do. You know, and it don't work like
don't
that.
work like
It
that.
got to be a blink, and that's what people, it's kind of scared of. I'd rather be free because you know what, I don't like what they doing, but I still want to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm glad we
Anyway,
brought that
man,
up.
this was good, man. This was good. I don't
Discussion
even really
today.
know how we got there, but it was great though. I mean, that was a good conversation,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I really like it. We all, like I said, we all want to be free, man. Just do, and we do. We want to be free, and you can be free, but just within a certain amount of
Okay. I like
discipline. Have a little bit of discipline. Have a
little
little, you know,
structure.
you gotta have some guidelines and some regulations, and you know.
Before we go though, and I just want to touch on this, as well, like what your dad, about being free. And now you can carry guns, or like they
Yeah.
what is it, petitioning to to have open carry at church,
Right.
all the way from bow and
Right.
arrows,
Yeah.
guns,
Wow.
knives, where it's just open, where you can't stop nobody from coming in because
Right.
they got a weapon.
that. Wow.
Then it becomes like a crime. You're breaking the law,
Yeah.
That 'cause you
discriminating
stopping
from
somebody.
stop people coming in because they got a weapon
Oh,
shown.
it's about to get.
Because everybody want to be free, but now because they don't work in the church,
Right.
and they not affecting us people that work in ministry, work at church. Now I don't want just anybody being able
Walking
to carry
up in here
guns, and
holding
I
it
can't like
down.
this ain't Walmart, bro.
No. We got it for you. That's why you got people stand by. You know
And
what I'm
so-
saying? So we don't.
Everybody
And the thing
wants
is,
that
why would
freedom.
and my thing is, why would you do that when you see what's happening in these churches? Like, people is getting killed in churches. Like, people going in and just massacres.
for nothing.
People want freedom because I want to carry mine. So I don't want you to stop me from carrying mine. So like you
And what's
gotta
the-
allow so and so to
And
carry
what's the
his.
purpose of church? Like, why church? Why you skip over all these other public places and you just target churches on? I mean,
Yeah,
like, why
yeah.
church? Why do you think it needs to be open carry in church? No one said down.
And they pass a law about it too.
Right,
Like,
you ain't say
what?
gang. You ain't say you can go to a gang. Okay, take your gun to the gang. Take your gun to the library.
Right.
Take your gun to church.
Because you can get robbed
Why
anywhere.
do you think people need to have open carry in church?
They're gonna make it? They're
You know
trying to
what
make
I'm
it
saying?
crazy.
I
They're
don't
trying to
even
make
understand that. Why is that the first? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't get that.
Yeah.
Because I think like right now the law is you cannot have a gun in church, or like what's
No,
the
you're
law?
not
Do you
supposed
know
to.
you're not supposed to have a gun at any place of worship or any weapon, right?
Yeah, correct.
It's a crime, and so
Unless
and they
you're,
get to
unless
take your
you're
gun,
like,
yeah.
it's like going at a bar. You can't have a gun at a bar,
Exactly.
So I'm like, why didn't they start and try and change some of the rules in some of these
At the
other
club,
secular
yeah.
places that have more guns and more stuff in them
involved.
anyway.
Right. You go to church.
Well, I go straight pinpoint and go
Church.
right to church. Now, I don't know if they are pinpoint these other areas. I don't know, like they could
I
be,
don't know, maybe.
but church is one of them that they are trying to change that law on. So
They just trying to.
if
change
y'all don't
church
want
weird,
that, but they're
as you
gonna
can
go
see.
right, your city council members and
Definitely.
your city officials and just let them know just how you feel about that.
Definitely. Well, I think it was good this morning, fellas, man. I appreciate y'all, man. It was really good, man. Anyway, man, y'all already know this your boy LJ Brown.
There's no nickname Corey.
And you know this DRE.
And this is the Kickback, man, live and direct each and every Saturday morning, man. Wake up.
Wake up.